Hey, my name is Matt, and today we are going to discuss how I shoot family formals at a wedding in 15 minutes or less, and that's also including extended family shots. If you want to skip the video, you can jump right to our website, link in the description, and purchase our pre-wedding questionnaire. We send this out to every single couple to help educate them what we need to have a smooth wedding day, and that includes family formals. So we have our whole template in there that we use and that we send to every single couple that we work with. Really great resource. Go check it out. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Perfect. Yes. No, that's exactly right. Rule number one, do not ask your client for a photo list. Asking your client for a photo list is asking for trouble. Rather, give them a pre-made list of suggested family formals and give them the option to add in any special combinations or extended family photo shots. The reason you need to do it this way is because your clients have never photographed a wedding and they do not think about flow of the shot. What I mean by this is, okay, Uncle Bob's in this picture, now you're out. 10 photos later, okay, Uncle Bob, you're back in this one again. But wait, where did Uncle Bob go? Even my most type A, super duper organized clients in the past who have made lists for me did not think of making them lists to be efficiently captured. Additionally, if you ask your client to make a list for you, they quickly become overzealous and start adding photos that aren't really necessary and not genuinely really wanted. They look at the list and think, this looks small, we got to beef it up a little bit more. What other combinations can we come up with? So to prevent your client and yourself a headache, be the expert and help guide them through the process to create a wedding family formal list that will be efficiently captured without missing any important faces. This keeps your client in the moment, enjoying their wedding day, rather than spending 2 hours doing family formals in one spot with you. Rule number two, give your clients permission. When it comes to weddings, there are so many old traditions that are ingrained in the fabric of society. One of the most common of these traditions is to do big extended family shots with pretty much everyone at the wedding. Your couples will likely be getting pressure from family members, friends, grandparents to do these big pictures, even if they don't really want to do them. A really great way to help you and your client is tell them you don't have to do these big pictures. I know it's a thing, but if that's not important to you, skip it. It's your wedding day. You don't have to do it. The bulk of clients that we have stick to just immediate family up to grandparents now, getting those really core important faces. Telling your client this can really put their mind at ease and make them feel a little bit more comfortable with skipping a tradition that doesn't really mean anything to them. On the flip side, this is an important shot to some people, so I'm not saying don't do them. As their photographer, of course you're gonna do at the end of the day what they want. Maybe they do want the big shots, but it's important to communicate with them that it's an okay thing to skip these pictures if it's not truly what they want. Your communication might give them that little boost of confidence they need to say, you know what, this is my wedding and I don't want to have to do that. One of our favorite ways to communicate this with clients is by sending a pre-wedding questionnaire for them to fill out. We send this out 6 weeks in advance to the wedding date. This questionnaire has our template of our suggested family formals and has spaces for them to write in any additional groups such as big extended family shots. This is also a really great time to educate your client on the time cost of doing extended family shots. It does take a little bit of extra time. It can be done quickly, but you're adding in a whole bunch of extra variables. And by variables, I mean people, and people can be incredibly tough to wrangle. Rule number three, start big. I think it is the most easy and efficient way to capture family formals by starting with the big shots first and peeling off people till you're stuck with just the parents and the couple. Here's the framework that I use to capture family formals quickly. Extended family. Grandparents with family, parents, siblings, significant others with the couple, parents, siblings, couple, parents, couple, parents with bride, mom with bride, dad with bride. As you can see, you peel off all these layers and it works so quickly because then you're not chasing anyone down. You have everyone you need to do that whole set of pictures, and you can rifle through it at lightning speed by just peeling off one layer at a time. That's the best advice you're ever gonna get. Rule number 4, nominate a family member or a friend to wrangle everyone for you. A major key to efficiency with family formals is to keep yourself, the photographer, and the couple at the spot where you're doing the pictures. You and the couple should not be the ones chasing people down for pictures. Tell your couples in advance to nominate a family member or a friend who can be your go-to person to wrangle people for family formals when somebody is missing. You and the couple need to stay in that one spot. That's a big key to being able to get these pictures done. If you can't find that one person that's missing, you can keep working if you and the couple are still there. You can find other combinations to get done while you're waiting for the next person to come in. Not to mention, a lot of these people you're going to be meeting for the first time ever, so it's tough to chase down people who you don't know who they are. So I like to pass that on to somebody else to worry about. All right, rule number 5, start early. What I mean by this is as soon as the recessional is done, figure out who the parents are if you haven't already met them, and go tell them, hey, this is where we are going to do the family formal shots. I want to start right away so we can get these all taken care of. Go get your family members and bring them to the front of church or the spot outside that you picked out in advance to do the pictures. It's inevitable that it's going to take a long time to get everybody in one spot to start doing the pictures. So it's best to put that out there right away so people can start working and thinking about it. You're still gonna have to wait, you're still gonna have to wrangle people, but every advantage you can give yourself is well worth it. All right, rule number 6, don't let people shoot over your shoulder. When you start doing family formals, you're probably gonna have maybe an aunt or a grandparent who decides they need to take their official Facebook picture as soon as you take the picture. This is gonna cost so much time. A lot of times, a really awesome couple will step in and say to the family member or friend, hey, this is why we hired a photographer so that you don't have to do this. Another problem it poses if people are stepping in or shooting over your shoulder is they are distracting everyone's eyes. That will cause problems with your pictures. You might have to redo some pictures. I oftentimes am saying, do not look at anyone else, look at my lens. And I do that because you get wandering eyes and then all of a sudden you have a perfect shot except for that 1 or 2 people. You can't control what everyone else does at a wedding, but I think it's worth trying to kindly communicate that, hey, I'll send you all these pictures when they're done. You don't need to shoot over the shoulder. Or, hey, could you please hang on and you can get the pictures when I'm done. We need to get all these photos done right now so we can get on to the next thing. Oftentimes, wedding guests and family members don't realize how much that just one more second, I just need a quick second with the whole group, that time adds up at the end of the day. If at all possible, try to avoid that. And that's also another thing that you can communicate with your clients beforehand to give you some support in a tough situation. Rule number 7, have your exposure ready to go. Do not use your photo subject, the actual family formal, as your chance to figure out your flash settings or your camera settings. Have that all ready to go because you will quickly frustrate and tire out your subject if you're using them as a test subject. I will oftentimes pull a wedding guest that's not part of the pictures or a team member shooting with me to get my exposure all set to go, so that by the time we finally get the family there and ready to take the picture, it can take 2 seconds and we'll get them out. This greatly enhances people's moods about taking their picture and doing these not very much loved family formals. Rule number 8, and this one is an important one. Always say yes. When, not if, somebody comes up to you and says, can we do this combination quick? Immediately say yes, given that those people are right there. Taking time to think about it and decide, should we do this right now or should we save it till later? That's going to cost you time. By being decisive and just immediately saying yes, you can grab the picture, it will take 2 seconds and you can move on to the next thing. If you wait for your client or yourself to decide, should we take this picture right now? It's just wasting time at that point. So just say yes, take the picture and move on. On the flip side, if they're not there ready to go, move on to the next thing. If they're not there ready to go, sometimes I will push that to the reception. I'll say, let's grab that at the reception. I think that also goes for different combinations. Like if we're bringing in a bunch of college friends or something, I think it can be a little bit easier to do that at the reception. It's easy to do this style of picture with a flash on camera at the reception. Be decisive, make a decision so that you can keep on moving to the next task. Okay, rule number 9, stay calm. At a wedding, people tend to get a little bit stressed out. Learn to be present with the chaos and understand it comes with the territory. Having a calm demeanor will help to put people's minds at ease to some extent. Use some positive self-talk and trust that you will get all the pictures done and that it will all work out at the end. You're a professional after all. You got this. Hopefully this helps you make the worst, most stressful, hectic part of a wedding day a little bit easier for you to navigate. For more wedding tips and behind the scenes videos, hit the like button and the subscribe button and follow us on Instagram at ForteMKE. This has been Matt with Forte Films and Stills. We'll see you on the next video.